There you go. There's the early indicators. Looks like Zepp is in the lead. We saw 5 companies, 5 and 50, Zepp, KarmaKey, AdZerk, and DocStock. Which one did you guys like best? Take a moment. 5 and 50, local Groupon, SMS, 5 hours and 50% off. Zepp Technology Golf, KarmaKey, loyalty programs on your receipt. AdZerk, cloud-based, super uber cheap ad serving, and DocStock, $20 a month for every document you'll ever need in your life and a Bieber dance.
Nice. I guess I'll start. I really liked Zap. Is that right?
Yep, Zepp.
I like Zepp. I'm sorry.
Golf sense.
So I really like Zepp, and I like KarmaKey. I think KarmaKey is part of a rising tide market right now, and I think if they, there's a lot of friction to overcome, but that's a huge market that if you tap it successfully, that's going to be a very big business, and it could be if they get it right, can be a really useful product for small businesses or any business.
Interestingly, they didn't key off of it too much, but they integrate with the point of sale unit and the providers to put that code on every receipt,
right.
And you can go to the web for that, or you can go to their app.
Yeah, I like it.
Which one did you like?
I'm kind of with Matt. I think Zepp is, like, from the GWOW factor, just amazing, and I love that sort of product. But I do think KarmaKey is maybe a sleeper.
We got a sleeper. I like it. Mike.
Yeah, I agree. I love Zepp. I think that's fantastic and complete eye candy, and going in the direction that we're all seeing these devices go. And then I have a lot of ties to DocStock. I'm a huge fan of that company specifically. I think they're moving in the good direction as well.
Awesome. Daniel?
I like the KarmaKey thing was particularly interesting once I understood a little bit more about their approach. It's could be an interesting, and if they can pull it off in a quick way with licensing in particular, similar to the GolfSense approach, where if they were to do some licensing deals and they could hit scale quickly, it could be very interesting businesses. I did like DocStock as well, just because it's a real problem, and to this extent they can curate and build a brand around it, I think they could scale quite nicely.
Yeah, I sort of don't know anything. I think it's interesting that the DocStock, and I think there's other companies out there like them that started a few years ago as free content sharing. SlideShare is another really cool company, and they're now converting to freemium models. I think it's kind of an interesting trend, and so I like what they're doing there a lot. Obviously, it's not a startup. I agree with these guys. I like the Zepp thing. That was cool.
Awesome. And SurveyMonkey, obviously, a subscription-based service that's freemium.
Yeah.
And only, $150 a year or $200 a year for unlimited?
Oh, yeah, $200 a year, yeah.
Well worth the subscription. Drew?
I was actually excited about some of the other verticals that Zepp could go into. I think with Meta, just some non-obvious stuff, I think that could be pretty interesting, because I think some of the technology around making that super reliable and visualizing it, just the whole package there, in addition to just making your golf swing better or whatever, is really interesting.
Even in manufacturing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of very precise things in a manufacturing environment that people need to do. There's a lot of applications for it.
Okay. Comment from the grand jury? Shervin?
I just want to support what you guys are talking about there. I think they don't have to build those apps. They can build it as a platform and let everybody else build apps that tie to the actual device, which would be pretty exciting.
Shervin, you looked at the first 2 sessions, 11 companies. Are you an angel investor? You're a prolific angel investor in how many companies now? 40, 30, 40?
30-something, yeah.
30-something, obviously a power angel, as we say. Of these 11 companies, have you gotten to any of them yet? And which one do you most want to angel invest?
Yeah, disclosure, I'm in Cabana.
You're in Cabana, okay.
So I can't obviously vote for that.
Yeah, but of the other 10, which one do you most want to meet with about angel investing? Which one would you be most likely to give your money to? Which one would you like to commit to right now on the spot? Come on, Shervin, I know you can do it.
Okay, so I would definitely Zepp, since I've, I obviously in the iOS space, and then HiveTrader, absolutely.
All right, so they got a meeting?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Naval, it's worth a round of applause. Naval, you run AngelList, which is the most powerful way to raise money. Open Angel Forum is right behind it. Open Angel Forum bows to Angel.co in terms of the power of the list and its incredible service. Interestingly, not covered that much. Don't know why. So tell me, of these 11, have any of them appeared on AngelList yet? And which one are you most likely to add?
Yeah, UI, we did a small distribution early on, like the
Yep.
technology, the gaze tracking, and I think they have potential. Hive Trader just went out this morning about
Oh, wow.
about
So
an
Hive
hour
Trader's
ago.
on AngelList.
Yeah, it's
So that means if it went out this morning, it's done by lunch, right?
well, these days what we do is we do a limited distribution starting out, go to
Ah.
investors who are very active and show interest in the markets, and then if they get a good response rate, we graduate them out to the entire list.
Got it.
So we do staging, but they just hit the first stage today.
Which one are you most likely to put up next?
I
Or
love
will you
Zep.
commit? Will you commit to putting Zep up?
I'll commit to putting Zep up there. I think
All
it's
right,
very
that's
fun.
worth a round of applause. Zep is making it to AngelList.
Right, I'll go further. I'll be surprised if I can't get them at least one high-quality investor.
You'll be well. You got Shervin already, so there
Yeah,
you go.
exactly. All right, two.
All right,
I'm going to match him and raise him.
I'm going right down the line here. We got Robert Scoble now. Robert Scoble, which one are you going to make a 170-minute video with? We love your videos, and we're certain that you are obsessed with one of these. Which
Zep-
one is most likely?
I'm most interested in Zep and Hive Trader as well.
Awesome.
And Cabana, actually, I think is one of the coolest things.
I was blown away. Bill Warner, here from Boston, runs the Open Angel chapter, is known to invest on the spot. Any of these companies you have an investment in yet, and which one are you most likely to want to meet with?
Oh, you got the list here, good.
Yeah.
I own a restaurant, so the restaurant one is interesting. I get 1 million people saying we're going to do this kind of stuff. They had some interesting new approaches.
Karma Key, yeah.
Karma Key. The making the apps is Cabana. Yeah, people always say, well,
You'll take the meeting, yeah?
oh yeah, definitely Cabana. I love that. And my Avid and background with music, with DigiDesign, got to see Gobbler.
All right, awesome. Everybody knows Bill Warner created the Avid video editing system. Okay, and now big news. Bill Lee, you agreed to invest $100,000 in one of these startups that you're going to see. You're guaranteeing that you're going to put money into one of them. You're not like Shervin, like you'll take a meeting, but you're guaranteeing it. Shervin actually needs a meeting. So when you look at these 11, was there one that stuck out in your mind that you said, this is an early lead, or two?
At the 2.0 level, I thought Stack Overflow is genius, and at the 1.0, I really liked. I hate going with the trends, but I thought Zep was tremendous, and I also really liked Gobbler.
Wow.
And Overstat.
Wow.
So maybe
Okay.
I'll do more than 100 grand.
All right, there we go. Wow, this is going to be incredible. Let's hear it for Bill Lee for making that amazing commitment. If you're an angel investor and you would like me to harangue you about investing in these companies, I will do it. Thank you to our judges. You did an awesome job. Let's give them one more big round of applause. Awesome. Matt Coffin from Family Finds. Josh Williams from the awesome Goala. Mike Jones from MySpace, making a great comeback. Dana Lewin from Microsoft. Thank you for your support. Dave Goldberg from the awesome SurveyMonkey and a pretty good poker player as well. Drew, love the product, as a lot of other people in the audience do, and I'm a big fan of it. And thank you so much for coming full circle as a TechCrunch 50 company and now taking the stage as a judge. That really is very awesome to see your success from those early. I mean, you remember those rehearsals? How nervous you were?
I do, yeah.
I mean, those presentations were a little rough at the beginning. And you actually didn't you crash on stage?
So the Wi-Fi was a little
Yes.
flaky during my demo.
Right. I mean, the Dropbox presentation, we have to pull it up later and play it. It was a disaster. And what an amazing company it's turned out to be. Awesome. So let's hear it for our judges in the 11 companies. Awesome. We're going to go to lunch. One quick thing. When my awesome crack research team, Kieran, Carolyn, and Kate, were doing research on the incubator accelerator piece, they said, hey, we found this incubator in Ghana, of all places. And I said, wow, that's amazing. Why don't you invite them to the event? And they came. And so we gave them a scholarship. We gave them a bunch of tables. And so Streamio, Nandi Mobile, and Retail Tower out there. Go say hello to them. And additionally, you may not know this, but the conference is run essentially at a break even. A lot of scholarships are given. But the conference has broken even, which is a big deal. Especially since I would be on the hook for the money if it didn't. But it may make a modest profit. We may make a modest profit of $30,000 or $40,000. We're committing to investing all of that money after we reconcile the books into the 40 startups launching today if they'll have us as investors. And that's going to be the model of the launch event. We're trading short-term conference production greed for long-term angel investing greed. Let's go have lunch and let's go see those companies in the launch pad.